Okay, if you go to Google Classroom and pull up the document, you'll get there. In that document, it's a link to a Python file. When you get to that file, you'll need to hit run to see what it does, and it makes a partial Australian flag. Okay, when you first run it, you should just see that it works. You can close all these giant functions here by the little plus sign or minus sign by the word def. There's four functions that are you don't need to really look at this for this assignment. What you're really interested in is the code down here, but you need to select all of it, of course. So that's Command A or Control A to select all, and then Control C or Command C or Edit Copy to copy the code. Now you need to open your own new replet. So go to New Replet, and then it needs to be Python with Turtle. So if you don't see that, type py and then choose the one that says Python with Turtle. Give it a name, like flag dash your name, and then paste in the code and run the program to make sure that it works like the original. Okay. Okay. So I guess the first thing I tell you to do is to close all these function definitions at the top of the program. So anywhere where you see DEF, just hit the little plus sign next to it, and that should collapse it. Where you're going here, I'm just deleting some code here. Where you're going is towards the bottom in lines 140 or so, and it's right here. And these are the three function calls that are right here, right now. That's the two stars and the rectangle that you see right over here. And I just put those in there to give you an idea of what it looks like when you call these. So if I wanted to change the rectangle to orange, I would do that. And hopefully it changes orange to orange, and it does. The first two core arguments here are where you want it on the XY axis. Like here is a star, and this one's at 0, 0. The size is 50. The color is green. 0, 0 is dead center in a drawing, okay, in Python. So if I change the coordinates of this now to a negative 200 and a negative, I think way too much here, I think I do, negative 50, and if I hit run, you'll see that the green star will move, okay? We're trying to make this, of course, this star's white and real big, so we can deal with that. The third argument is the size, so you can increase the size, and of course you can change the color. Just mess with these numbers until you get it the way you want it to look. And I believe it needs to be over to the left a little bit more, so I'll decrease that number to go further to the left. Well, that's too far. Again, we're trying to make this little star now, and you'll see that if you mess with the coordinates of the XY of where you put it, and you can mess with the size and the color. Now you can see that star is smaller and to the right, and that's just about where I need it. You'll need to put in 4 more stars, and you can just copy and paste, draw a 7-star, and paste those in. And so let's go ahead and look at the rectangle now. We need 2 of those to complete the drawing of the upper left quadrant. So here you see me adding another draw 7 star, and if we run that, we should see that we have another star there. Okay, let's try the rectangle now. Of course, it needs to be red. So of course we want this rectangle over to the left, and so we're going to mess with its XY coordinates here and try to get it to go to the left. And of course it needs to go up this time. Probably not that. There we go. Mess with the numbers, see what they do, and run it, and just always adjust as you go. It's a little too high, isn't it? So that would need to be the y-axis needs to be reduced. Try that. And you can see we're kind of getting it where it needs to be. You'll need to adjust the size as well of its height. And just keep moving it and you should find a place for it. Needs to be a little thicker, it looks like. Oh, see, there you go. And you'll need to make another rectangle, and this one's going to be taller than it is wide, and you'll have to adjust the numbers accordingly. So you just copy a function call that you already have and paste it in below, and now rearrange the coordinates. And experiment with these numbers and try to get the vertical bar in the top of the Union Jack there. And again, mess with the numbers, you'll get there. And so a final drawing, it should have 6 stars and these 2 rectangles, and that would be a completed project. If you'd like to take things further and make a different design or a different flag, love to see it. Thanks a lot. Just submit this via your code. Just send me the URL of the one that you worked on. That is done by going to your program and highlighting the web address for it and then sending that to me in email.